What's up everybody, it's your man I Do a Barber. In today's video we're going to talk about tools professional barbers use. Stay tuned. The reason for this video is that I made an original video called Tools Professional Barbers Use, and I was actually quite surprised at how well the reception was of that video for a few reasons. One, because the video was almost 50 minutes long, and if you guys are familiar with YouTube, if you make a video that's over 10-15 minutes long, that's like a death curse. But the reception of that video was really good. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. But in that video, I gave a full in-depth description as to everything that you see here within this suite. Every single tool that a professional barber would use. But in this video, I want to do something a little different than what you saw in that video. That video focused more on the tools that a professional barber use, giving any new and upcoming barber suggestions on what they would like. And of course, just like in that video, well, I'll just leave all of the stuff that I use from that video. I'll put links to all that stuff in the description below to Amazon in case you guys just want to buy anything. You can see the actual setup of my camera equipment that I use on YouTube. It'll all be linked in the description below. But in this video, what I want to do is show you the other tools that you can use as a barber or a business owner to help make your job a little bit easier. Let's start. So as you can see guys, this is where I work here, DFW Barbers, Garland, Texas. If you guys are ever in the area, come check me out. Even if you're a barber and you want to just stop in and say what's up, I have an open door policy. My doors are always open. But let's just go inside here. This is the barber shop. You walk inside, you see here, got all the chairs, all the stuff here. Now, my suite here is in the back. Now, as you walk through here, boom, you could probably see that there's a much big difference between what you see here and what you see when you walk into here. It's all about ambiance, it's all about perception, it's all about comfort and making people feel like they're getting their money's worth. So as you see, I have a bunch of decorations on the wall, a bunch of antique barbering things. You see a barber pole. I've got my barber license there. I've got this antique wooden thing here. This is actually real wood, heavy duty. I got a barbershop birdhouse here. Got some old straight razor patterns, barber chair patterns. Got some skateboards, some decks put up there. Got the TV with the old school another wooden barbershop sign, and I've got more pictures right over here. So as you see, got just some pictures. Got an old barbershop sign. Not sure who's charging those prices anymore, but whatever. So, but I mounted a hand clipper and a straight razor here, up here. I did that myself. I put it in the frame and, you know, whatever. But there's my price list right there for those of you that are curious. And then I've got another little sign there. Product display, hot towel cabinet. The reason for me showing you all of that stuff is this. When you're charging a premium on anything, or if you're just charging more, people want to make it feel like they're getting more. Now, I'm the most expensive barber here in this barber shop, and the tricky part is if someone comes and walks in and says, hey, I want a haircut, and I tell them the price, they don't like the price, they can easily walk right outside that door behind me and go get a cheap haircut. They don't have to leave this barber shop. They can go right within this barber shop and get something less expensive. That's if that's their option. I've had it happen. Now, the tool that I'm talking about in this video here is the ambiance. The ambiance is very important. The environment is very important. That is a tool that businesses use, and a lot of barbers don't, when trying to attract new business, trying to charge a premium, or maybe even raise your prices. A lot of people make the mistake of when they raise their prices by offering more services, which doesn't make sense because you're now offering more services, charging more, but it's more time and everything. So it really evens itself out in the end of the day. What you really should do is just raise the price of your haircuts and then still offer the same haircut. That's the general idea of raising your prices. You don't want to do a whole bunch of extra and then still just get paid a little bit more. So let's say your haircuts take 30 minutes, but now you're adding a facial and a massage on top of it. and now you're charging $35. Now it's gonna take you longer to do all of that stuff, facial, massage, for only $5 more. Doesn't make sense if you talk about time and money. Now here's a tool that a lot of businesses use to attract new customers, to attract a certain type of customer, potentially, because a lot of businesses do this. A lot of businesses will make something upscale or make something look nice to deter people that are lesser of what they want, just to be frank. Now, here when you walk into the suite, as you saw, it's very nice, it's very different. And I get this from a lot of customers when they walk in, they're like, wow, this is totally different than out there. Not to say that out there is bad, but it's just a lot different in here. It's very colorful, it's very vintage, it's very a lot. You know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of visual stimulation when you walk into this room. And that was my general idea when designing this space, when putting all of this stuff together, was to make it visually appealing and keep your eyes busy. Like there's always something to look at, there's always something to see. Of course, I got the TV. As a customer is sitting here getting their hair cut, they can just watch something on television, and what you see here is just basically a screen. It's not a screensaver, but it's a backdrop that I use from YouTube. It's a 12-hour loop, and I'll play this. You can play it on a fish tank, as you see here. Sometimes I'll play like a nature where like a river or waterfall or a beach or something, and it changes different settings. But it's a nice, cool, calm, relaxing vibe. And of course, I'm not playing music now, but I do play music. And I got a speaker in that crate there, right on the inside, which it actually helps amplify the sound. But I get this all the time from clients that, wow, they actually really like the space. I get very good compliments on this space. If you saw, my toolbox is sticker bombed. A lot of stuff is sticker bombed. I had a plan when designing the space, that back wall that you saw there, I was gonna sticker bomb that entire wall. That plan blew up in my face quickly because, one, I didn't realize that these walls are textured. It's not a flat paint, it's a textured paint. And two, I can't take the wall with me whenever I leave, because obviously I'm not gonna be here forever, but I can't take the wall with me. So those are the two mistakes I made. Well, actually there's another mistake. I basically ordered like 3,000 to 5,000 stickers first, versus realizing this was a texture wall, and then also realizing that I can't take the wall with me. So then I was left with 3,000 to 5,000 stickers. I even sticker bombed my ring light. You see, look, I got all these stickers on the ring light. I was trying to put stickers everywhere. Stickers on my neck dust holder. Look at this. Stickers on the wax cap, on the little wax tub. Stickers on my airbrush compressor. I've tried to put stickers everywhere. All of this is to set a tone. When people walk in here, they know that it's gonna be more expensive. I've gotten that quite a bit, where people walk in and they say, oh wow, they either lead in with how much are your haircuts, because they know that, yeah, this is some different stuff in here. This is something else. Or they'll be like, oh wow, they already know that they're gonna pay more. Now, some people are willing to pay more. This is what you have to realize about customers. It's not about, hey, I'm only gonna charge 20 bucks. I don't wanna charge 25 because I don't think they'll pay it. You'll be surprised that some of your very own customers will go right down the street and pay more because this place is more professional, the ambiance is better, the environment is just, for whatever reason, different than yours, better than yours, and they'll pay more down the street. That is why I designed this space the way it is. So no one can really say, nah, I don't want to pay, because I can get the same thing if I walk right outside of this suite. I can go hop a few chairs over and pay a cheaper price. I didn't want that to happen. For those of you that are trying to work off of this strategy in barbering, yeah, it is really good to be very skilled. Now, if you look at a lot of research that a lot of the major companies do, like the Supercuts, Sports Clips, Great Clips, all those little franchises, they don't primarily worry about skills. About 15% of what they care about is skill. All of the other stuff are soft skills. They don't care about the hard skills of the physical hair cutting. They care about soft skills, customer service, selling product, professionalism, things like this. This stuff plays a big part in how much money you're gonna charge, being on time, things like this. This stuff plays a big part that a lot of people don't want to focus on when trying to charge a premium. Now, when you can do this, you make people feel more comfortable about opening their wallets. Like if they were to come in here and just, there'd be a barber chair, shampoo bowl, no TV, like all of this stuff was off the wall. Like it was just like a blank canvas, and I didn't have anything sticker bombed. I've had the bare minimum, and I'm asking people to pay me $30, $40, $45 for services. They'd be like, But now, when you walk in here, you see that the environment is nice, it's clean, it looks professional. I mean, I am professional. And on top of that, I actually know how to cut hair as well. So it's like, wow, like, man, this is great. This is awesome. That is what you want. You don't want to be in a position where you only have to rely on your skills. Use those other soft skills, which are really important. Like, as much as we want to hate sports clips, great clips, supercuts, any other franchises out there, they're busy. They're making millions of dollars a year, these companies. They have a formula and it works. The thing is, a lot of barbers don't want to adopt this formula. Some do, and they're very successful in doing so, but as much as you want to hate on those places, there are keys to success in there. There is a silver lining. And when you look at those different brands and those different franchises, there's a lot barbers can take away from those different companies. Because think about this, guys. If they suck that bad, why have they been around for decades? It's not like they've just been around for a few years. Supercuts has been around for decades. I remember Supercuts in the 90s. I remember hearing Supercuts has bad haircuts in the 90s. And they're here decades later. So why is that, right? Obviously, they're a lot cheaper and things like this, and there's a market for guys that don't really care about this or that or whatever. But then there's other brands and they focus on different things. But I'm just saying, again, like I said with the music plays a big part. I don't play vulgar music. I don't play crazy types of music because I want to keep the ambiance. I don't want people to say, hey, this dude's playing this type of music. Hey man, he shouldn't, I shouldn't have to pay him, and he's playing all this ratchet hip hop music. Now let me let you in on a little secret. There will be the most ratchetest person listens to all the type of music that you probably wouldn't play in your barbershop, but you probably listen to privately. This same person would not want to listen to this music when they go to the doctor's office, when they go to a restaurant. You don't hear McDonald's playing this music. And this same person would be very critical of you when they walk in your business, hearing you play this music. But of course, they'll hop in their car and they probably got the same playlist on their phone. They probably got the same songs on the CD, MP3, whatever, but they don't want to listen to it when they come into a McDonald's. They don't want to listen to this when they go into a doctor's office. They don't want to listen to this when they come into a barbershop. You hear crazy ratchet music being played at an Applebee's? No, you don't. It's nice, cool, calm, quaint music. It's very relaxing. It's setting the tone. Because I used to DJ years ago, and I used to DJ certain clubs, and they would say, hey, we don't want you playing this type of music. Some clubs would do this. They'd say, hey, you can't play this, XYZ, you cannot play this. Or some clubs will give you a playlist to play. And then some clubs will just let you play whatever you want. But then what will happen is, hey, if it's getting too ratchet, cut back on the, this type of music. The reason is because the music is setting the tone. That is setting the tone. It's getting the crowd more amplified. It's getting people crazier. Now, you don't want to do that in your barbershop. You want to keep it nice, even keel. Now look, this all goes back to your personality and however you want to run your business. This is one thing that I've been told, and I've actually been through it long enough to where I'm like, wow, that's actually true. And that is this. A barbershop will take on the personality of the owner. Case in point, if the barbershop owner is a hood dude, he listens to gangster rap, he's into this and that, it's gonna reflect in his business. Most people can't turn the switch. Most people cannot flip the switch and go from off to on. Most people cannot do that. And it's the same case with the barbershop. You probably have seen it. Just think about this, guys. Think about your barbershop owner. Think about his personality. And then think about the way the business is run. Think about the ethos of the business. Does it have the same personality traits as the owner? More often than not, it does. And as you see here, when you look at this suite, this sweep takes on my personality, wild and crazy. It's crazy stuff everywhere. You see like all this like wild stuff. It's just wild and crazy. That's just my personality, you know? Now look, I could be a crackhead and a dope fiend. Would it take on that personality? Probably. You know, you probably open these drawers, you wouldn't be organized like this. You know, you wouldn't see all the stuff like this if I was a crackhead, if I was dope fiend, strung out on all types of stuff. It probably wouldn't be as organized or clean. You know, I wouldn't be smelling good. I wouldn't be on time. I wouldn't be here every day. You wouldn't be reliable and dependable if I was a crackhead. But I'm organized, I'm dependable, I'm clean, I'm reliable, I am orderly. As you can see, a lot of this stuff is kept in order. Yeah, as you can see, boom, boom. There's one other thing that I'd like to mention. There's been a lot of changes since that last video, so it's actually kind of cool to give you guys an update as to some of the decorative pieces that I've added. But another thing that was not in the video before was this wonderful thing right there, the IVAC. That thing is magical. All you got to do with that thing, you sweep the hair into a pile. All you got to do is sweep it up to it and it sucks it up. It holds quite a bit amount of hair, and what I do is I just empty it once I take my trash out. So every time I take my trash out, I make sure I empty it so I don't have to worry about the thing actually getting full when I don't need it to. So sort of just be proactive with it. That's gonna wrap up this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, share it, leave a like, subscribe if you have not done so. But more importantly, browse the channel. I have plenty of great barbering content. Just check the playlist out if you know what I'm saying. Now, it's time for me to get off the internet and stop playing with a bunch of people that I do not know. It's been your man I do it signing out. I'll holla.